everyone, Dave Milliken here. Today I'm going to teach you how to play Only the Good Die Young by Billy Joel. There are some tricky parts, but I will provide you with easier options in case you need them. First thing about this song is I do it with a capo on the 3rd fret. If you want to match Billy Joel's version, you need to put it at the 5th fret. But the reason I'm putting it at the 3rd instead, number 1, it's better for my vocal range. And number 2, I've arranged the sax solo for guitar, and that ends up getting pretty high up on the neck, as high as 14 frets above the capo. So at the 5th fret, it's dangerously high. Like I said, if you want Billy Joel's key, just after you've learned the song, put the capo on 5 instead. We'll start with the verse, and I'll circle back to the intro in a minute. There's 4 chords that you'll need for the verse: C, D, E minor, which I play with the pinky added on, but you can also play a normal E minor there, and a G. So you'll notice I'm blocking the 5th string by leaning my 3rd finger down slightly. So hold down a C chord and let's go over the strum. It's down, up, X, up, where the X is a percussive hit that you're blocking the strings with your right hand. So you get that kind of a sound. So the strum is down, up, X, up, and you play that twice in a row. Down, up, X, up, down, up, X, up. And notice that's got a swing feel so that it's a lilting pattern. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. A bit faster. 1, 2, 3, 4. Faster still. Now let's look at how to apply that strum to the chord progression. You're starting with a bar of C. It changes to the D, and you're going to push the chord, meaning we land on it 1 strum early. So right after the percussive stroke on 4, you change to the D chord so you get the up, and then the following down, up on the D. So it's and again, the E minor is going to come in early. So basically, after the percussive, you want the new chord to be sounding. Then this last C is just held for the bar, and same thing with the D that follows. So let's hear that faster. Coming back to the intro, in my performance video, which you can check out by clicking on the link in the description below, the intro that I do is just that verse that we just played 1 time with no singing. I've since arranged the piano part that Billy Joel plays for guitar, so I'll also teach you that in case you want to try the harder version of the intro. This intro uses mostly triads on the first 3 strings. Triads are 3-note chords. It starts on a C major triad. You're going to hit that a few times. Then it moves to D, which is just sliding this shape up 2 frets. Then to an E minor, which is here. Back to the D. And then an E minor shape, which is a lot like a D minor, right? Moved up. So the rhythm goes like this. Then that last chord, the D, is the beginning of the next phrase. So I would think of that as going with what follows. So the second phrase starts on the D, but just the 3 strings, not the normal 4, to this small version of a C, then up to the C from before, to a C6, you can just bar it, then a D7, then take the 3rd finger off to get D9, and then a G, which we're moving on to strings 4, 3, 2 for that one. Here's the rhythm slowly. The 3rd phrase is the same as the first one. Again, ignoring that last chord because we're going to put it with what follows. The 4th phrase, similar to the 2nd phrase, but different. And I'd recommend hitting that single note with an upstroke because it sets up the down on the D7. With the rhythm, you'll hold that last chord for 4 beats, and then you get the drum fill, which you can just block the strings by laying your left hand on them. And we're gonna go. So this is, I would start with an upstroke so we can accent the downs. Up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down. So here's the whole intro. Then you're into the verse. You'll play 2 verses. At the end of the 2nd verse, you have to add 4 beats before you head into the chorus. And you'll do that every time you play a verse that's heading into a chorus. So let me show you what I mean by that. Here's the last C, D of the 2nd verse. For things that you might have done, will only the good die young. That percussive hit is the beginning of the chorus. So if you're counting it, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. The chorus starts on a G with that percussive hit, then a down, then after a pause, up, down, up. So that's the count 1, 2, 3, 4. And then that moves to the C for the next bar. Down, up, X, up, down, up. So we'll put those 2 together. And then the same strum for the next 2 chords, which is the D going back to the G. So let me play that whole thing a bit faster. Faster still. So as I just did there, you play through that G, C, D, G chord progression twice to make the chorus. Now you'll do another verse, verse, chorus, and then we head into the bridge, which uses the D, C, G from before, and also an A7, a B minor 7, and the bridge starts on a D. You're just going to hit it one time and stop it right away by bringing your palm back down onto the strings. Same thing on the C. You got a nice white dress and a party on your confirmation. So the strumming starts off on the G, where we're going down, up, X, up, down. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. Faster. Full speed. So, you got a nice white dress and a party on your confirmation. You got a brand new soul and a cross of gold. And then that repeats, but just changes in the very last bar, where you're going to do a quick succession of chords: D, C, B minor 7, A minor 7. And those are just going to go quickly, one strum each. So the second half of the bridge. But Virginia, they didn't give you quite enough information. You didn't count on me. You were counting on your rosary. Oh, whoa, 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 they say. And then that last C is the beginning of the verse. Then there's a single verse and a chorus, and then we get to the sax solo, which I've arranged for guitar. So if this is too tricky, then you can just strum the chords of the bridge for now. That's what the solo is on top of, the first half of the bridge. So let me show you how the solo is going to sound. The first half goes like this. So let's break that down. It starts on a D chord, you just strum it one time. Then you jump up here to the 8th fret. Now this is 8 frets from the capo, right? So if your capo's on 3, add 3 to 8, 11th fret. That's a hammer. 8 to 10, then hit the 10 again, and you do that 3 times total. 1, 2, 3. So it's then the C chord and hammering from 7 to 8 with the same kind of rhythm. Then the G chord, and with all these chords you're hitting them and then stopping them before you jump up to play the lead. It's the 14th fret bending a half step so that it's going to sound like that note. Again, half step bend there. And from this note, you're sliding down. So with the rhythm, faster. Then the second half of the solo goes like this. So it's an A7 chord. Then play the 4 with your second finger. Slide to 6. Hammer there. 6. Sliding down to 4. 2. With the rhythm. Faster. Then C add 9. And notice I'm blocking the first string with the side of my finger here, because the melody note is that, and I don't want to hear the E top. Then 5, slide to 7, and I didn't write it in the tab, but I actually keep my finger down here as I slide up to the 10. Hammer. So slow motion with the rhythm. Bit faster. So that solo takes up the first half of the bridge. The second half of the bridge you play normally like we did before with the vocal in there. Make sure you're keeping track of the form of the song, meaning which parts go where, the verse, the chorus, the bridge, the solo. And this song has a somewhat more complex form than some other tunes. You could think of it as a verse chorus 4 times, where the first 2 times the verse is doubled, and at the end of the song the chorus is repeating. And then the bridge is going after the second chorus and after the third chorus, and that second bridge, the first half of that, is the guitar solo. So after the last verse, we get to the final chorus, which is looping over and over again. And on the album, it just fades out. But how I would end it is you're playing through the chord progression. When you get to that strum on the D, just hold it and you'll finish whatever vocal is happening there and finish on the G. So that sounds like this. Ooh, ooh, all right, have fun learning the song. My name's Dave Milliken. Please check out my channel. There's lots of tutorials like this one and lots of performance videos. And please subscribe and like, and I will see you soon. Thanks for watching.